Alright, so today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing the Whiskey Barrel Age KitKat from the KitKat Chocolatory in Tokyo, Japan. I've been holding on to this bag for about 8 months now, and been holding on to this box for about 8 months now too. Haven't opened this up just yet, and it's just taken me a long time to get around to making this video. I was busy making books and doing other things. I've just been busy, so I had no time to actually conduct a review. But just to say the least, the chocolate should still be good. There should be no problem with it. In fact, in case you guys want to know a little factoid, I don't think chocolate expires for about 2 years. It takes about 1 year to expire if it has already been opened, and if it's still sealed inside of some type of plastic container or something, it should be good for 2 years. But I actually bought this in, I believe it was Christmas Day of 2020 when I picked this up from Shinjuku Station, from the KitKat store inside of the basement of Shinjuku Station. So we're going to open this one up today. And I pulled up some notes on the internet just to let you guys know what's the deal with this, because I don't remember off the top of head what's the story about this. But the internet is telling me that this new premium flavor features cacao that has been aged for 180 days in barrels from the Islay, Scotland. So how many months is that? That's 9. That's about 5 months. The chocolate has been aged in whiskey barrels. Let me see. Is there anything of note inside of this? The rest of this website is not giving me anything. Okay. Yeah, this is a limited special edition, and in fact, as I'm presenting this video now, this is no longer sold. If you were to go to any of these KitKat chocolatory stores inside of Tokyo, Japan, or I guess just around Japan in general, wherever they may be located. It says the barrels come from Islay of Scotland, one of the premier whiskey producers. It's a perfect match. And the chocolate, or the cocoa, has been sourced from Ghana. And it has been blended and mixed with other flavors. The packaging even states that they are made in the United Kingdom. And it says that these products are sold for 324 yen a pop, which is about $3 US. But actually, let me tell you guys about the price of this one. When I went to the store, they don't just let you buy the whiskey barrel KitKats by itself. You have to buy it inside of a set, which is why I'm holding this box. There are some other flavors of KitKats inside of here, and you know, you have to pay to play. I spent more like 2,200 yen, something along those lines, like about 20 bucks to buy this whole box of chocolates just so I can get 2 of these whiskey barrel aged KitKats. So let's go ahead and open this up, if I even remember how. All right, you pull this piece out here, and I just ripped the box a little bit. Let's open this. So these 2 on the far corner, these are the whiskey barrel aged KitKats. The 2 next to it, rice cheesecake taste. You get 1 sublime milk, 1 sublime ruby, and 1 sublime matcha. But you know, it's so unfortunate because I didn't want to buy these other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at all, but you know, you're kind of forced to. So let's go ahead and pull one of these whiskey barrel aged ones out of the box. I think these are the suckers that lures everybody to purchase these. Unfortunately, ripped my box a little bit there, but No big deal, because this is not a collector's item for me. I'm not a collector of whiskey whatsoever, or whiskey products. I try everything that I buy, and I open everything that I buy. Have a break, have a KitKat. I hope you guys could see this, and I hope that this focuses. Nothing truly unique about this. It's just some individual packaging. Okay, let's see if we can get this out of the box here. Quite flimsy feeling. Just a piece of cacao on the front there. Plastic package. Oh, the chocolate is quite deep and rich. I don't think there's much milk inside of this one, just judging by the color of how dark it is. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is quite dark. Let's go ahead and have the first bite. I'm surprised it's not melted, but I had kept the box out for a couple of months, and then eventually once the summer months started coming around, I did put it and keep it inside my refrigerator for a few months as well. So there's that. But I'm glad that it's kept its shape. All right, it just says KitKat on the bar itself. You guys are not going to be able to see that, but there's no any embossings of a whiskey barrel or anything whiskey associated on the chocolate itself. Let's go ahead and have that taste. I'm taking too long with this. Wow. Wow. Okay. First bite. I took the bite. I'm crunching. I said to myself, this just tastes like rich, deep chocolate. And, you know, once I swallowed, just a very heavy wood, oak barrel taste to it. Wow. Smoked as well, if ever so slightly, but it's smoked. Wow. To say that it tastes like whiskey, yes and no. It doesn't necessarily have a whiskey taste to it, but it does have a wood barrel taste to it, if that makes any sense at all. I truly hope you guys understand what the hell I'm saying, because it's difficult to get out what I want to express. It's decent, quite good, very unique. But again, it doesn't necessarily taste like whiskey, more or less. Well, not more or less. It tastes more like wood. It just like wood. I mean, you can imagine anything that has a wood taste. And it just has a wood taste to it more than anything else, more than whiskey. But all in all, pretty good. And just because it has that wood barrel taste to it, it gives you a subliminal message like, yes, there's an association there with whiskey. So you will definitely think of whiskey when you have a bite of it, but it doesn't taste like whiskey. Hope it makes sense. Wow. These are completely not whiskey related, but I'm guessing I should have something else on camera just for the fun of it, even though there's no association with this channel. I had to buy the whole box, so why not? I got 2 of these rich cheesecake taste. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and have this one next. Hope that shows up on camera. It might not. If it doesn't, my apologies. But okay. Let's get this box open. Wow. These things actually have an expiration date to them, but I think they're okay. Expiration date is actually this month. It says 2021 August. So anyways, go ahead and have a bite of this. Rich cheesecake taste. I would reckon that tastes almost exactly like a cheesecake, but in chocolate form. I'm assuming that's white chocolate. Pretty good. I like that one. Why don't I just go ahead and knock myself out? Just turn this into a complete full review over these things. Sublime Milk. Wow, I'm gonna have to say that the cheesecake one was definitely better than the whiskey one. The whiskey one is just novelty. You're just having it just because you're a fan of whiskey. But aside from that, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the best thing in the world either. Just average. Sublime Milk. So whereas the first one that I had was dark chocolate, I'm guessing this is just going to be milk chocolate. The color of it is already a lot lighter than the one that than the dark chocolate whiskey barrel one that I had. Wow, that's really milky. Funny, you pay $20 for this box and end up eating all these things in less than 5 minutes. Just making a big mess on my counter here. I'm gonna save that ruby one for last. Green tea. Matcha flavored. I believe this one is not going to be sweet at all. Just knowing the taste of matcha. It will taste like green tea. And I think the Japanese will have broken this down to a science to make it taste like green tea. But will I like it? I assume not. So it's like a light green colored with like some dark green peppered speckles on there. Oh. Not sweet at all. Bitter. Tastes exactly like green tea. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Oh my goodness. I'll go ahead and finish this one off camera. I'm not gonna finish that now. Wash it down with some of this Yamazaki. Woo! Oh my goodness. Not a fan of that at all. Sublime Ruby. Nice packaging on all of these. And with this one, that will conclude me trying all the flavors on camera. All right. The last one. Just because it's pink, And it's called Ruby. I'm assuming it's going to be a strawberry taste. Don't know that for sure. Don't know that as a fact. Just call it a hunch. Well, that matcha one was just way too strong. Overpowering. Still starting to dip into the taste of this one a little bit and detract from it. Not necessarily strawberry, but it's something. Kind of a, how do you explain it? Kind of a pie-like taste to it. Sweet, to say the least. But lacking the strawberry flavor that I assumed that it would have. Kind of a pie or cheesecake type flavor to it. Not as much cheesecake as the rich cheesecake, but there was definitely a cheesecake-esque taste to the Sublime Ruby. All in all, I'm satisfied with everything that I had. Tried all the flavors, and wow. Felt like I wasted 20 bucks, but that's what you do when you want to experience everything. I could say that I tried them, not holding back on anything, not keeping it as a collector's item and keeping the box and keeping them all packaged and stuff. They expire, so you know, if you buy it, eat it. And if you have it inside of your collection, if you happen to buy it prior and you're still holding on to it, these things expire. Just go ahead and open it and eat it. It's not worth holding on to. Anyways, salute to you, gentlemen, wherever you may be out in the world. If you guys are drinking, as I was, make sure that you drink responsibly. And as always, gentlemen, you guys know what to do. Keep it classy.